Welcome to UCF. My name is Erin Granger. I'm an academic advisor for psychology students at UCF. I'm excited that you're joining the psychology department as a psychology major. This picture shows the psychology building in which you may have some of your courses located. In this building, you'll find your academic advisors for psychology like myself, and there are faculty, graduate students, and staff who do research, therapy, and more to contribute to the field of psychology. Some interesting information about psychology. Psychology is the largest major at UCF. There's over 4,800 students. Our faculty and graduate students are doing research related to various fields like trauma, children and families, cognition, memory, attention, media, work stress, work health, teams, and works with organizations like the military, NASA, and so much more. You have many academic advisors that will assist you with your academic goals. For your psychology major, or if you're going to pursue the behavioral forensics certificate or change to a psychology minor, we can assist you in the Psychology Advising Center. We're open on a walk-in basis, so no appointment is necessary in the Psychology Building, room 250, from Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4, and Friday, 9 to noon. You can also schedule a Zoom appointment on My Night Star, or simply email psychadvising@ucf.edu if you're unable to come in person. Besides me, the Psychology Advising Center has about 10 peer advisors, our administrative assistant Jeanette, and our director, Ms. Karen Cox, to assist you with psychology requirements. For those of you who may not have completed general psychology yet, it's interesting to think about what is psychology. It's the scientific study of the human mind and its functions, especially those that are affecting behavior in a given context. This definition for psychology is interesting because it shows that psychology can touch various fields, not just focusing on mental health. We have our alumni go into so many different careers. About 60% are going to be outside of the field of psychology. They might go into the business world in management, supervision, sales, customer service, human resources, or maybe they'll go into education, like going to be an academic advisor, be an administrator, a teacher, or they might continue in the field of psychology and do research, focus on therapy, or other fields. Your goal at UCF, besides doing well in your classes, of course, is to get involved as much as possible. The first thing you can start with is joining a student organization. We have several student organizations related to psychology here at UCF, like Psychological Society, Psi-Chi is an honor society, the Knights Multicultural Psychological Student Association, the Student Professionals for IO Psychology, or SPIOP, Active Minds with the Counseling Center, the Neuroscience Alliance, and many more related to psychology or not. It's great to get involved, to be connected with your classmates that are also involved in other opportunities. Although internship is not required for the psychology degree, it is important that you gain relevant experience. This is how you're going to earn letters of recommendation and build your resume. The number one internship you can do is be a research assistant if your goal is going on to a doctoral program or even into industrial organizational psychology. You can also look for teaching assistant opportunities, internship or volunteer opportunities, and maybe even part-time or full-time work opportunities that are relevant to your goals. You can find some jobs and internships on Handshake. You can also look at the Psychology Advising Center website, as we have information on getting involved as a research assistant, teaching assistant, and so much more. To earn the bachelor's degree, whether you're a psych major or not, you do need a total of 120 credit hours. 42 of those credit hours at least need to be upper level or junior-senior level. These start with a 3,000 or 4,000 in their number. Psychology students also need to focus on earning at least a C in your psychology requirements. A C- will not count and you would have to retake the class. Some of your professors might use the plus or minus system in their grading, so be sure to read your syllabi very carefully. If you're not transferring to UCF with the AA degree from a public college in Florida, you will still have general education program classes that need to be completed. Your advisors for this are the College of Sciences Advising Services. They'll help you with completing the remaining gen ed requirements along with starting your psychology major requirements. The psychology major does require college level foreign language at the second level or higher. Not all majors at UCF require college-level language. This is something that's important for psychology as we focus on diversity, culture, and understanding others. If you're already fluent or have done several years of a foreign language, you might be able to test out of the requirement with the CLEP or FLATS with the University Testing Center. Or if you've done 3 or 4 years in high school, you could probably just jump into level 2 and meet the requirement with just the one class. But most students have only done the 2 years in high school, so you'll probably want to start again with level 1 before taking college level 2. There's several languages here at UCF, so you can choose whatever is most meaningful to you. We have languages like Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Haitian, Russian, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Arabic, Hebrew, and American Sign Language. While completing your general education program classes, it's recommended you work on your language as well as your common program prerequisites. General psychology, biology, and statistics will also count towards general education requirements. If you already have taken general psychology, maybe you did AP or IB and were waiting on your scores, then don't take the class again. For biology, there's 2 options at UCF. There's the BSc 2010 Biology 1 or BSc 1005 Principles of Biology. Depending on how many more science classes you want to pursue, you could do the Principles of Biology. But if you're going into a pre-health field like nursing or medical doctor or into neuropsychology, then we recommend BSc 2010C. Statistics is important for psychology, as psychology is a stats-based field. We recommend STA 2023 Stat Methods 1. To take that class, you need either college algebra or finite math first. Or you can do Principles of Statistics, STA 2014, especially if your goal is not to really pursue into a research field. That's okay. Psychology majors will complete all of the core requirements, the advanced level classes. Psychology Career Readiness 1 at the top is 2 credits, and you'll likely take that your first semester as a junior. That's a great class to pair with Stat Methods in Psychology, especially right after you've taken Statistics. After you take Career Readiness 1, then you'll take Career Readiness 2. And Career Readiness 2 is perfect to pair with Research Methods in Psychology right after you've done Stat Methods in Psychology. You also need Physiological Psychology, History and Systems of Psychology, Social Psychology, Developmental Psychology, and Cognitive Psychology. You're going to take Psychology Capstone in your last semester as it's a review of what you've learned in your core classes for psychology. Career Readiness 1 and 2 and Capstone are only 2 credit hours, so make sure you are making your schedule according to how many credit hours you need to do for financial aid. They are also only online classes. You won't find face-to-face versions of those classes. All psychology majors will choose 1 diversity elective class. I found a lot of these classes are available online. Any of the classes in this list of 4 are good classes, so you could choose any that means most for you. Psychology of Women or Gender, Cross-Cultural Psychology, Psych of Prejudice, or Psych of Diversity. The psychology major at UCF is unique because you can choose a track related to the elective courses that you wish to take. It doesn't really matter which track you choose, they're all great. It just helps you with organizing the electives you want to do. Everyone graduating with this major is going to earn a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, no matter which track is chosen. The clinical track requires abnormal psych and 4 of the classes listed. Clinical psychology is about the study, diagnosis, and treatment of mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. The industrial organizational psychology track requires the IO class and 4 of the electives listed. Industrial organizational psychology is about the understanding of productivity, management, and employee working styles to improve the quality of life in the workplace. The human factors psychology track requires Principles of Human Factors class and 4 of the electives listed. Human factors psychology is also called engineering psychology. This is about applying human behavior to the design and use of products, systems, tools, and environments for comfortable human use. The neuroscience track requires the neuropsych class, which you can see physiological psych as a prereq for, and 4 of the electives listed. Neuroscience is about understanding how the brain affects cognitive function and behavior. The experimental track just needs any 5 of the experimental classes listed. Experimental psychology focuses on the design, analysis, and dissemination of research through experimentation related to behavior. And then the general track is any 5 psych classes. So you could mix the previous tracks in any order you would like, or you could just take any random 5 psych classes that's not already required of you. Because the psychology major at UCF is a Bachelor of Science, we do require 2 more science classes besides the biology requirement. One of these sciences could be coming from your general education program, like if you do the physical science or concepts of chemistry or anything else in that Gen Ed number 11 that's not astronomy. And then you would just need 1 more science. There are some math classes listed like calculus or statistics too, but I would say a lot of our psych students choose science classes instead. You're going to work with your COSIS advisor in setting up your schedule for summer and fall. Full-time for financial aid in summer is 6 credits, and full-time for financial aid in the fall and spring semesters is 12 credits or more. If you haven't already, definitely recommend you complete your general psychology requirements sooner than later, and look into getting started on your math sequence classes. For fall, if you haven't already or aren't going to test out, I would say definitely look into starting your college level foreign language. If you get to finish general psych already, do developmental psych next, and again, continue on your stat sequence if possible. Other alternative classes are listed. You can do other general education program classes, or maybe you are more advanced in psychology and can move into social psychology, physiopsychology, cognitive psychology, or a track elective. Or maybe you're going to add a minor certificate to your degree, in which you can start taking classes for that as well. If you ever have any questions about your psychology major, don't hesitate to email psychadvising@ucf.edu, and an advisor will assist you as soon as we possibly can. Thank you. Welcome again to UCF. We look forward to having you here.